Hey everyone, today I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Archives Waves Dengar. Yes, I know, another Star Wars Black Series figure, but that's the only new things I've been finding in stores recently. As you can see, I already opened up the figure, so taking a look at the empty packaging. You see right there, open window that would display the figure and all of his accessories. You have a picture of Dengar right there. You got warnings right there on the side, just a bubble. On the side, just a bubble. Got archive up there. It says Star Wars Black Series right there. Doesn't say 50th Lucasfilm anywhere. On the back, you have a picture of Dengar when he first came out in 2018. You have a bio right there, another picture of Dengar. Let me just raise the camera. There you go. Got a picture of Dengar, Star Wars Black Series, warnings and stuff and things, barcode, other warnings. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. So I never owned this figure when it first came out, so this figure is completely new to me. Taking a look at the head sculpt, just raise the camera up again. I really like how this looks. I like the scar on it, that looks really good. And the wraps around his head have some nice detailing to it, nice wrinkles, looks really good. These little studs right here are painted in gunmetal. You can even see part of his hair right there. Looks really good. The shoulder pads right there, some more wrinkles on the undersuit. Another pad. It looks like he stole this from a stormtrooper or maybe a officer, because I think that's the armor plate that one officer wore in the AT-AT and Hoth, I think. But the gloves look nice. On the chest plate, you got some silver on it for like scratches and stuff. Looks really good. You got some more detail right there. The belt, you got some gunmetal for the buckle, and then there's some gray going all the way around. All the way around the, that wasn't even a frame, going all the way around the figure. And then you got some pouches and things and a holster right here. And more pouches on this side. And then some a scratch part right there on his crotch area. And then some thigh armor right here with some scratches and stuff on it. And then a shin pad right there with some straps around it to keep it on. And then his little slippers right there. So yeah, very nice looking figure. Definitely like it. For accessories, Dengar comes with this rifle right here, which looks really good. I like how it looks. Not that much paint. No, not painted. It's not painted at all, but it still looks good. You got a tripod right there, and that can sort of fit in the trigger finger. Not really. Can't really fit the best. This finger can't go in the trigger, but you can still get him to hold it. So that looks good. And then he also, let me just get him straight out here. He also comes with a pistol. So that looks good. And that can sort of, yeah, that can go in the trigger finger, but the handle doesn't look like, or the grip doesn't look like it's big enough to go all the way around, but you can get him to hold that, and that can go into the holster. When I first put this in, I put it in all the way, and I was like, wow, that's a terrible holster. But if you just get it right there, about right there, then it holds on pretty good and doesn't want to be all loose and stuff. Just get this gun out. Yeah, and his last accessory that he comes with is his backpack, which I think it is very nicely painted. You got some gunmetal right there, some brown for the straps, some silver for this little thing right there. You got this little sleeping bag, I think, but it looks really, really good, and that just pegs on very securely to the back. There is no way to store this, from what I can tell. So what I just do is take this thing right here. I don't know if you're supposed to do this or not, but you just put this around here, then just hold that I even showed that on frame, but it doesn't matter. Just plug that in, and it stays in pretty well. It doesn't really wobble, so if you want to store like that, you can. Also, if you want to have them in a straight pose, you can't because the backpack's too heavy, so you're gonna have to lean him forward a bit, and still then he falls over, so that's a bit of a bummer, and it's kind of difficult to take the backpack off. But those are accessories, and I'm pretty happy with what he comes with. For size comparisons, here he is to a Gaming Greats Jet Trooper. Or I'm sorry, a Rocket Trooper. Here he is next to another bounty hunter. Here's Mando. And here he is next to the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader. Another figure to add to my Empire Strikes, that I'm going to add to my Empire Strikes Back display when I eventually get enough figures to have an Empire Strikes Back display. For articulation, there's a ball joint in, don't really know, can't really see up there, but can't really look up that far, can't really look down that far because this thing gets in the way. You have some tilt, but it really just goes back into place, and all you're gonna really get out of this head is rotation. Hinge at the shoulder goes up to there. On this one, it goes up a bit. On the shoulder pads look kind of weird. This one looks like it's falling off, and this one looks like it's on perfectly. So yeah, at first I thought there was a problem with it, but no, that's how it's supposed to be. No bicep rotation. You get a rotation at the elbow. Single jointed elbow gets you past 90. Wrist rotation. Wrist can hinge down and up on the trigger finger and side to side on this gripping hand. Ball joint, ball joint at the mid torso. Can't get any crunch because of this armor, but you can get in the crunch back and get a little bit of side to side, and you got rotation. And also, I forgot to mention that this belt right here is actually plugged in right there. It's plugged in right there. I didn't know that. I thought it was just crooked, so I tried to move it, but it couldn't. And now I know why it's not moving. Ball joint at the leg can kick up that far, can kick back that far, go out that far. You got a thigh rotation, double jointed bend at the knee, gets you some pretty good range, and ankle can hinge up, can hinge down. You have ankle pivots. So articulation is pretty good for this figure, but very limited in the head. So overall, I really love this Dengar figure. I love the details on it, and I just love Dengar's design from the movie, even though we use only in one scene. I like the accessories, although I wish that the rifle was painted up a little bit. But I like how painted this backpack is. The articulation is very limited in the head, but other than that, it's a really nice figure, and I'm going to have to give this figure definitely a 9 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you next time. Bye.